and it like I was struggling with the shading, so I thought, well, the only viable solution to struggling with my shading is to struggle with it even more, where people can make fun of me for it. And I keep forgetting to slide this into grayscale. I'm just gonna do this, I guess. You know, get some grayscale in there. That's okay. Because I need to see what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna pick a mid-tone here. I think that's pretty close, right? Yeah, that's a good mid-tone. And we're just gonna slap some mid-tone on there, and I'm getting an interception. Stop. Okay, that was great. Yeah, I got an interception there. I don't know what was happening. I am listening to this. This, by the way, so I don't get harassed. I very obviously do not own this music. This is David Bowie music playing from I don't know. I'm listening to it on an Amazon Echo, which is nice, I guess, if you're into listening to David Bowie. I usually listen on Spotify, but I'm not right now, which is pretty cool. I bet you guys will never guess who my top artist was in my Spotify Wrapped. You would never believe it. It was David Bowie. So I'm just going to make sure that we're still up on Twitch. I should be receiving comments. I should be. I'm not completely sure if I am or not, but I am checking those things, what is that? Twitch and YouTube. Yes, I am checking both of these simultaneously. I do not want to hear myself, please. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm just flipping through both of these. That's cool. I don't want to manage my dashboard though, thank you. Yeah, so last time I didn't really get to show you guys my full process. I know I deprived you of some wonderful color blotting in, just finding those chunks, I guess. Not really chunks, but like blocks of color, shadow and things that are all the same tone. I missed like a whole bit there that I will add in, I guess, when I'm shading. That's great. So I paint the way that people sculpt, I guess. I start off with this bit here, this mid-tone, and then I just find shapes along the way and work from there. So if you did watch my last live stream, you should I never have a way with words, but it seems like that really goes when I'm trying to speak on a live stream. Even though I shouldn't be nervous. There's no one. I'm not speaking in front of anyone. No one is well, it says one person is watching. What do you think? You think someone's watching? I don't know. If you are watching, hello. Welcome to a guy rambling about David Bowie. That's what we're doing now. So, yes, but I am just kind of sculpting him out here. So, I'm not, I'll put some hair down in a minute, I think. I can't really afford that right now, though. Because, let's be honest, this is looking kind of messy. And I'm not ready to start putting midtones down anywhere else yet. So, I'm just going to find these edges here and clean them up a little bit. There we go. So, I'm gonna say this again. Do you like David Bowie? I sure do. Yeah, David Bowie's a cool guy, isn't he? So, I think he's pretty rad. And, I'm just trying to make sure it's all roughly the same tone around the edges here. Because if it's not, that ends up looking a little bit messy, like when I go in and shade. Or not shade, but when I'm going in once I get rid of the line work, and I've already done my shading, it looks really messy if I don't like make sure the edges are all the same tone. Like I can show you on this painting that I did. Ooh, he's sideways. Yeah, I did draw this a while ago. I told you already. I drew this in my sketchbook, which is right behind me here. I did originally draw this in my sketchbook. And I just was like, well, I'm struggling with the graphite, so how about I move it over to digital where I can struggle in high definition. But if you look at this David Bowie that I started yesterday, ooh, that's the quality increased version. Yeah, you can see that I kind of messed up along the edges of his face. Well, I was moving my finger to show you, but you know, that's not really working very well because you can't see my hands. Yeah, but you can see along the edges here where it's kind of bumpy, kind of messy there. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I did not draw this one, by the way. I was just kind of messing around with brushes and stuff like that, trying to find the forms of his face before I started drawing him. Yeah, so did not draw that. My grandmother thought I did. I was showing her, I was showing a drawing that, or a painting I was working on of David Bowie to her, and she was telling me that his chin was a little bit wonky looking, and I said, yeah, I thought so too. And then I went out and she said, oh, but that's beautiful. And I said, well, I didn't paint this, so thank you. It was great. It was a great experience right there. So yeah, now you know why I'm going in around the edges a lot, like, you know, putting a lot of attention on those edges there, trying to make sure that they're solid and everything, so they're not, wonky looking, I guess, I don't know, so they're not curvy, which we stand curves here, but not on the edges of your line work. Not on the edges of your line work. Well, unless that's your whole thing. If you can make that work, make it work. Do it. But if you can't, like, I can't make that work. That does not fit in with my whole thing at all. So that's not what I do. But, you know, we stand some curvy line work. If it works with your style, then, you know, I'm down for that. But, you know, I struggle a lot finding the edges in my work anyway, so it doesn't help when the edges aren't defined very well. So I do put a lot of attention into defining those edges. Ooh, that was bad. So I should probably stop talking about defining edges. I'm probably driving you one guy crazy. But, you know, I'm probably driving you mad talking about edges. Ooh, gotta define those edges, yeah. So I'm gonna stop talking about that now. And we will talk about this fantastic music that we're listening to here, right? I mean, that's killer. What? Okay, I asked this last time. Do you have a favorite David Bowie song? And if you do, what is it? And why? I'm really gonna grill you right now. What is your favorite David Bowie song and why? If you don't have a favorite, that's really cool too. Because sometimes it's hard to have a favorite. They're all so good, you know? So I can understand, you know, having a hard time not having a favorite David Bowie song. I can understand that because it is difficult to do sometimes. Okay, so now we've got the edges pretty well done in there, so I'm just gonna kind of come in with the light, which is gonna go up here. Not really in there, but it wouldn't, like, I guess it wouldn't hurt to take it in there a little bit. And it looks like that's gonna end about here. I am giving some leeway because when I shade or when I blend, I will I always overstep, so I am giving some leeway there. Yeah, I know, I'm so cool for knowing my own limits of my art. Oh yeah. But see, his nose looks so weird until I really define the shapes of it. And I was talking to my grandmother like today about like we were looking at some really cool, or I was, and I was just kind of making her look too because I was hanging out with her, and I was like, you know, looking at some cool David Bowie art, and I was like, hey, look at this, grandmother. And she said, that is really cool. You know, you to be able to create something like that, you gotta really be intimate with your subject. And I said, you know what, that's fair. So that's what we're doing now. We're working on you know, figuring out his face, right? Working out his facial features and the brightest bits of light and the darkest shadows, you know. It's kind of high contrast, the image that I'm using. It's pretty high contrast, yeah. So there we go, right there, that looks about right. Yeah. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this side. So it looks like it's really bright up here, but then it does get darker, like under there. So it's gonna be at its brightest about there. See, I know what I'm doing. I'm defining planes. Woo, art lingo right there. Yeah. Gotta define those planes. Get them. Get them planes. I don't know what I'm saying. Someone beat me up. Someone beat me up before I embarrass myself even further. Yeah, so hello, no viewers that I have, 0 viewers. Hello to you all 0 of you. Yeah, you're all cool guys. You know, we like cool guys here. We are cool guys. If you're watching my David Bowie stream right now, it means you're a cool guy. And don't let the power go to your head, right? And some people might tell you that you're not a cool guy because you watch a nerd paint David Bowie. But you know what? I beg to differ. I think that makes you pretty cool, you know? It shows that you like David Bowie enough to chill here with me while I paint him. So I'm kind of breaking my own rules here, like I usually try not to focus too much on filling in details at the beginning. You know, I'm more trying to figure out the shape of his face. So it's about like kind of sculpting in those big regions and then, you know, working out the smaller ones after that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think you know. And so, you know, we're just kind of sculpting in. I'm gonna say sculpting in a lot. It's not something that I should say a lot. It's just something that I can't not say. So yeah, we're just kind of finding these planes of his face, which yeah, I do. I watch Amberlynn Reed videos. Give me a break. Well, no one said anything because no one's here to say anything, which is cool. What do you guys think? I think on the last stream we heard Let's Dance like 6 times. What do you think? You like Let's Dance? I do. I do like it. It's a cool song. What do you think? Ooh, I think I drew that too far over. Yeah, I did. I did not do a good job of finding his key features, did I? No, I did not. But it's okay. It's cool. We're all cool here. So, you know, we're just still trying to find the biggest parts of his face, I guess. Is that what we're doing right now? Yeah, so we are I'm finding right now the bridge of his nose and everything. And if someone does say something, I'm looking at the chats if anyone, you know, decides to chat with me here. You know, if you chat, you're cool. If you don't, you're cool too. You don't have to chat to be cool. Don't feel peer pressured. Don't feel like I'm pressuring you into, you know, saying something. So it looks like from there that's gonna go up to about there, maybe. What do you think? Does that look right? I don't know. I guess we'll find out later. When my art either looks completely nothing like David Bowie, or if it looks like him. Yeah, so that's what we're doing today. We're shading David Bowie. That's what we did. What, was that yesterday? I think it was. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before that. I have a concept of time. Yeah, I'm getting too focused in on detail again, colors and everything. I need to stop. I'm gonna force myself to use a bigger brush now, because I need to kind of focus on what I'm doing. I know, I just made a promise that I was gonna use a bigger brush and then broke it immediately. I don't care. This is my stream. No, it's not. It's just as much your stream as it is mine, let's be honest. What would I be doing right now? But I do need to focus on using a bigger brush, because using that little brush, I was getting kind of too, it was getting too much. It was the power was going to my head. That's what I was looking for saying. That's what I promise. I don't always talk like this, but when I do, it's a mess. Okay. So what do you think? Is this stream as much of a mess as the other one? You think this stream's going to be as much of a mess as the one that I did yesterday? It wasn't yesterday. Whenever that was. You think this one has the potential to be just as messy? Probably. That's the answer. It probably will be, but even if it's not, we can still appreciate it, right? And even if it is, I don't know, do we want it to be or do we not? It was not fun for me, but it could have been fun for someone out there watching. If you like Queen and David Bowie. I think I said this last time Under Pressure came on while I was streaming. Oh, Queen and David Bowie. What a great way to start off the stream. We've been going for like 10 minutes now, maybe 10 minutes. Let's see. I have no idea how long we've been going at this. Let's say, I have no idea. It just says live. That's nice. Pushing down on me, pushing down on you. No one can solve. Okay. So, you know, my last streams, they did okay. They did pretty well. You know, people liked them. Or someone did. I think one of them got like 5 likes on YouTube. And then the other ones got like taken down. Because, I don't know. I'm just, you know, trying to have it. I'm just out here trying to live my best life and, you know, paint David Bowie. And then YouTube was like, oh, but that's not legal. And I said, well, I'm not making money off of it, right? And I'm just trying to chill here with David Bowie and my one viewer who may or may not, like, I'm starting to question the existence of. Seems too good to be true. If you're a real guy, you're too good to be true. Let me tell you. Might want to look into that. Oh. It's a funky shape, isn't it? Yeah, okay. My brain does not like that. Good friends scream, let me out. I don't know. I like this song. I like that, you know. I think Freddie and David sound really good together. What do you think? Queen and David Bowie? Good combination. Should they have done more songs? I think they could. I think they had the potential to do some more music. I would have liked that because, you know, they're both really cool. Both really cool guys. I say that too much, probably. Which finger did I just steal that from? Okay, guess we're just moving on to hand midtones. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like change the whole midtone for this thing. Let's go. Let's just go on the other hand too while we're at it, huh? He has a weird like lizard bracelet on, or I mean ring. I'm living for it, but like, I don't know. It's gonna be tough to paint. But we stand David Bowie's lizard bracelet, do we? I don't know. Am I being lame right now? I never know. If I'm ever being lame, just, you know, tell me to shut up and I will. I'm not gonna question it. I don't think I had to draw hands. I did not have to. Thank you. Did not have to draw his hands in the last one, so this is gonna be fun. I really should finish that before I started. I should have finished that one before I started this one, but I don't know. I really love this picture, so I guess I'm just painting it now. Of course I am. That's what we do here. We don't finish things, we start new things. I should have done the inside of his mouth before I did the lips. Thank you. This is me, the guy who can't think ahead. Okay. Oh, see, this connects all together. There we go. There we go. There. And then there's gonna be some dark there. There we go. That looks kind of like him. What do you think? David Bowie? Could you tell that was David Bowie? Probably not. Let's be honest. It's really rough right now. Probably won't get this finished today. No, I definitely won't. But we can pretend that I've got some motivation. Okay, I think we're going to start blending now, maybe? Let's try. Let's see where blending gets us. Oh, wait, no.